Too bad.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford Studio for the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. We are going to talk about Florida tourism numbers from Q3. A tourist was punched in a random assault. A proposed drug treatment clinic stirs controversy with residents. An A1A South Lane closure begins on January 12th. We're going to get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy Houses, and Sonny's Barbecue. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and download the app from the Apple App Store. All right, good morning, guys. How we doing?
Hey, happy Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It's almost a weekend.
We're right there.
Yeah, so close.
Hair's breadth away.
So close.
100%.
We're one day closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that really matters.
Yes.
You're getting one day closer.
One day closer.
So.
We celebrated the 12th day of Christmas by doing the trolley last night. That was amazing.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Did the Knights of
Well,
Lights
today's
trolley.
actually the 12th day, right?
Today's Epiphany.
Oh,
So
I thought
Christmas is
I thought
officially
today was
over.
like King's.
Yep.
Three Kings Day.
It's Three Kings Day. It's Epiphany. It's when the kings show up.
Oh, okay.
So that is the end of the Christmas season and the start of the Epiphany season.
I always thought that Three Kings Day and the 12th day of Christmas was the same.
Did I count wrong? I don't think so. I think yesterday was 12th day of Christmas.
I always thought Three Kings Day and I just always associated them together.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know, though.
I'm not saying right or wrong. It's just the way my brain works.
Yeah. I didn't know that Epiphany season was the start of Mardi Gras.
Three Kings Day is today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is January 6th.
Day of that was what I'm saying.
No. Today is Epiphany.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 12th day was yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
So
always
we did-
I associated them all together, so I just had them on the same day.
Yeah. We were wishing everybody Merry Christmas, and my kids were like, but it's January. And I was like, it's the 12th day of Christmas.
Okay.
You can wish them Christmas.
So, still can.
Still can.
Still legal.
Now it's Epiphany.
Today.
So, happy Epiphany.
Today you can't say it.
But it's officially the start of Mardi Gras season, evidently.
Mardi Gras. Oh, what?
Mardi Gras goes, evidently, it goes
Mardi
from
Gras
Epiphany
goes
until
up until
Fat
Ash
Tuesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. Up until Ash Wednesday.
And so Ash Wednesday is the beginning of Lent.
Midnight, they clean the streets.
And Mardi Gras is because you're using up all of your alcohol and all of your indulgent foods before you fast for Lent.
Yeah.
So that's why Mardi Gras is what it is.
It's all just a big party.
100%.
It's all reason to party.
Yeah. So that you need to prayer and fast during Lent.
You know, the Puritans outlawed Christmas for like 22 years because they said that no one really knew when Jesus was born, which is kind of true. They didn't know the exact day, and that Christians were using it for a reason to party. Also true.
Yes.
Also true. But
They're
the Puritans,
not wrong.
the Puritans made Christmas illegal for like 22 years. Here.
Yeah. They were very solemn.
Way to go, Pilgrims.
Not a partying kind.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Blake, how you doing?
I am doing well this morning.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. He was hard at work when I got here. I got here earlier than usual, and he was already in here working.
Gotta work on the new backgrounds that you see behind you right now.
I like him. I like it.
Very blue.
That was very Vanna.
It was very Vanna. Do we have a question of the day?
We do have a question of the day. Winter Olympics are starting soon.
Okay.
All right. And I think it's this week, right? Or next week?
No. That starts in February.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
But is it the 12th day of
it is.
Christmas?
It is February. It is
February
because I'm going to be gone.
Yes.
I'm going to be gone.
All
A
right.
lot of
gonna be
things happen
gone.
when I'm gone.
I know.
The whole
You
world.
leave the country and everything changes.
I'm missing the Super Bowl.
But you don't care that much about the Winter Olympics, though, do you?
Well, that's the question of the day. What is your favorite Winter Olympic sport?
All right.
The Winter Olympics are, I've always, Florida boy, never
Yeah.
really been a
Not a
huge Winter Olympic
big thing in our
person.
house.
But I mean, I carried the torch for the Winter Olympics.
So you have to like it.
So I kind of feel an attachment to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So feel an attachment to it. So what is your favorite sport for the Winter Olympics? It's coming up February 6th. Thanks, Blake.
So I can get into almost any sporting event if I put my mind to it. I think that the long jump is funny to watch.
The ski.
Where you just
Launch.
ski down and then you do the longest
Then you
butt
go.
clinch on the planet and you fly across the countryside. I think that's pretty funny to watch. But I can really get into hockey. I can really get into hockey.
Here's the hockey. Yeah, the hockey is big. Okay, on the ski jump, the agony of defeat. You guys, I don't know if you remember that Wide World of Sports, and the guy falls right as he goes to do the ski jump.
Yeah.
And when you see him jump on TV, there you go. That's it right there. It's in the background.
guy.
But when you go to see him jump, it looks like they're like 1,000 feet in the air. In actuality, they're only about 15 feet, 20 feet in the air the entire time. It's just because when I went to Steamboat, I saw the actual ski jump. I was like, how'd that be a lot higher?
Yeah.
And it's only like 10 feet in the air off the ground, and it just the way the slope goes, it looks like they're flying like forever,
Yeah.
which they are. They're
They
not
do
touching. They're not touching the ground, but the ground is only the entire time only about 10 feet away from them.
Yeah. They
So,
got some hang time, but it's not a lot of height. you're
Yeah,
saying?
I was extremely disappointed in the danger factor that I had in my head as a kid.
Yeah. It looks very dangerous.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. But like the danger factor as a kid, it was like they jumped off the Empire State Building, and they're just gliding through the air. And in actuality, they're only like 10 feet.
Not Evil Knievel.
No, definitely not Evil Knievel danger.
Have you ever gone skiing? Snow skiing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually not too terrible at it.
I don't know if I'm good or not. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
There's just You're just sliding and you have no
Did you
control.
ski? Did you ski here on the East Coast or did you go to the West
East Coast.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
a little
it was-
icy. It's a little icy on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Skiing on the West Coast is a lot of having good powder is a big difference.
Yeah, I dated a guy in college that was big into skiing. And his mom was like, well, if you're going to be a part of this family, then you have to ski. And so she started buying me skiing gear, which started with socks. And she took me to Round Top in Pennsylvania and enrolled me in ski classes. And that was my Christmas present one year. And it's hard. It's very, very hard. And I prefer moving on thawed water, not frozen water. That's my preference. And I'll stick to it.
Sticking with it.
Yep.
Okay.
I only ever got the ski socks. I never got anything more than that. I still use those socks, though.
Those
They're
are very
great
important.
socks.
Socks are very important.
If you like knee-high boots, ski socks are the best socks for them.
Ski socks are important.
Yeah.
Blake, what about you? What's your favorite?
I think with the NHL players coming back, I'm definitely gonna be watching a lot of the ice hockey though.
Yeah.
Hockey's your thing too.
Yeah. But I think it's my go-to thing. Second, probably bobsled, skeleton, or luge.
Yeah. I've always liked the bobsled.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed. I mean, I like the hockey, and I like it better now that we know the players. Like before, it was just like USA. And the Miracle, and I mean, it's the coolest thing I've ever watched in the Winter Olympics, even though it had already happened 10 hours earlier, and I didn't know it as a kid.
And that wasn't the final game.
It wasn't the final game. It was the semifinals leading into it.
Okay.
So I mean, I'd say hockey is right there now that we know the players a little bit better. But yeah, I think bobsledding and I for some reason I do enjoy curling with the
Yeah.
yeah.
Still no Russians, though. However,
The aggressive brushing.
Yeah. No, and I don't understand. Like, that's like the number one sport in Canada, behind hockey.
I mean, it's Canadians.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's all
Big
you,
into cleaning.
that's all you got.
They like to sweep.
lot
I mean, ice skating is
of
fun.
brooming.
But I mean, there's the argument of, is it a sport if you get judged and it's subjective? So I don't know if we want to tackle that one.
don't.
Yeah. No, it's an activity. Yeah. I like clear winners. I like clear winners. Bobsled, there's a clock. There's a clear winner. Boom.
I mean, you can argue there's subjectivity in some sports, even though there's a clear winner, because you have officials that are making calls.
If there's a Russian judge involved, I don't.
Don't trust the Russian judges.
Never trust the Russian judge.
Or the French.
Yeah.
Very important life advice.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
It is nice.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Ben 39. Discover one of
I
St.
wasn't
Augustine.
done.
Go for it.
Super nice. Okay, go. Now we're ready.
Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Ben 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street, with over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker. It's a perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Ben 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blakes traffic report. Look at that.
It's all right.
Moving.
We can
It's
actually see
moving.
it. What a school bus on 95?
Yes, it is.
Don't see that every day.
Must be an early January field trip.
Yeah. Going to the Capitol, I guess.
No,
No.
they take charters now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
High rolling. I definitely took a school bus to the Tallahassee field trip
Did you?
when I was in school.
Tallahassee one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about DC.
No.
Yeah.
Tallahassee. Yeah.
We took a charter to Tallahassee though, so
Yeah.
Yeah?
yeah.
Man, you guys are fancy. We were at the Tallahassee, we do the state thing, and then we go to the Tallahassee Zoo after we see the Capitol building, and I'm walking up on the lion exhibit, and I see some high schoolers taunting the lion. Lions walking along the fence, and these high school boys are just being jerks. And that male lion hikes his leg and peed an arc 15 feet, nailed him.
Awesome.
I died. It was hilarious. I totally
you're
did
gonna
the,
be
like,
dumb. You got to be tough.
the Milton.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You deserve that.
That is awesome. And you know, lion pee can't smell
It
good.
cannot smell good.
Can't smell good.
No way. All right. That side tangent and the Hit the Blake traffic report is brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. And I got to do a shout out to Old Town Trolley because we did the Old Town Trolley last night with my family. It was amazing. They do a great job. If you haven't done the Knights of Lights trolley in a while, do it. There wasn't a huge, crazy wait. The parking worked just fine at the parking
get there
garage. I
before
got
the
it
weekend.
registered.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do an elf scavenger hunt now.
Oh yeah.
And they hadn't done that. That wasn't a thing the last time I did it. It was a couple years ago last time we went. And it was so fun. We caught all 7 elves. And my daughter got the little prize that you get from the elf treasure box afterwards, when she showed the pictures. It was a lot of fun. Cookies are delicious.
Yeah, we have
The
an elf
cider's
at the
delicious.
Renaissance and at the Hilton.
Yeah. So they tell us about it, and it's like we start to take off, and everybody's like, "Where do you think the first elf's going to be?" I was like, "The Renaissance, 100%."
Yeah.
100%.
You know Troy's going to get an elf.
I know Troy's going to get all the elves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was right.
So I got 2 of the 8.
Yeah. Is it 8 or 7?
I know. I thought
I don't know, but you've got 2 of them. They're so funny though. They're very cute, and they're all doing different activities, and I totally had not noticed that they're all over town.
Oh, yeah.
I drive through downtown all the time.
Yeah.
I walked the
Well, I mean,
parade route.
you
I
know,
did not notice them.
Because I pick up the elf like a month early,
Yeah.
to try and strategically place the elf. Last year's elf at the Renaissance, no one found, but I had him hanging. I made a parachute for him, and I had him hanging from the tower
Yeah.
at the Renaissance.
That's
And
funny.
this year I got him a little more exposed. And
he
at the
is.
Hilton, you can't miss the Hilton one because
Yeah.
it's right in front of the Night of Light sign.
Uh-huh.
So, but last year's elf at the Renaissance was he looked like he was parachuting in,
Yeah.
and he got hung up on the tower.
That's
So,
cute.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We found the red light bulb that's hidden every year. So we found that on the
There's
trolley.
3 of them this year. Isn't it?
We were told there's one, but last year we found like 5. So, I mean, we saw one of them.
Yeah.
Should we say the location?
Yeah. It's in the plaza.
We're in the plaza. Look up.
It's in the plaza. You'll find it. I think there's 3 this year. I think
Yeah.
he has 3 grandchildren.
Okay.
The person who kind of started it did it to like put one bulb in for
For each of the grandchildren.
for the first
Nice.
granddaughter, and now he's got a grandson and another granddaughter. So I think there's 3 of I think there's 3 of them out there this year.
Okay.
So-
Well, we found one.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Now you're gonna have to look.
I know.
You got a week.
All right, so that's my shout out. But definitely do it.
They're
It's
such
so much
great
fun.
people, though.
They're great
They're
people.
wonderful. And they do so much for the community. In the trolley, Old Town Trolley, and they're 100% a part of the community. So
Yeah.
I ran into the Swift family at the circus
Yeah.
on Sunday, and
Nice.
the entire family was there.
Very cool.
Because everyone's so busy, they did their Christmas later, and
Yeah.
the entire family, because a lot of them live in Key West and here.
Yeah.
So it was great seeing that family too.
That's awesome. They were there last night. They actually walked us to our seat.
Oh,
He didn't
that's
recognize-
awesome.
He didn't
That's awesome.
recognize me, which I'm not shocked by. He's a very busy man.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It's like, yeah, that's the guy that like runs the place. And my parents were
Owns the
like,
place, yeah.
oh, did you talk to him? It's like, no, I'm not gonna bother him. And be like, you know me, right?
Yeah.
We've met like 4 times. You totally know who I am. No. So
Are you the
We
one
had fun
sitting
time.
beside that Troy guy?
I know. You're that chick, right? All right, moving back into the news. Florida tourism edges up in third quarter despite sharp decline in Canadian visitors. Florida saw a modest increase in tourism during the third quarter in 2025, even as Canadian travel to the U.S. continued to decline, according to new data released by Visit Florida. State tourism officials estimate 34.339 million visitors traveled to Florida between July and September, up slightly from 34.239 million during the same period last year. While the increase is small, it marks the highest third quarter total since 2022, a period typically considered slower for tourism. Most of that growth came from domestic travelers. Visitors from other U.S. states accounted for 31.448 million trips, a slight increase from 2024. Popular destinations like Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, and Florida Keys continue to drive interest thanks to their family-friendly attractions and year-round appeal. Florida also saw gains in overseas tourism with 2.343 million international visitors during the quarter. That's the strongest third quarter showing for overseas travel since 2019, the year before the thing we don't talk about that disrupted global travel. However, Canadian visitation dropped sharply. Florida recorded 507,000 Canadian visitors in the third quarter, down from 597,000 a year earlier. That marks the lowest Canadian travel total for any quarter since late 2021. Before the pandemic, Florida welcomed more than 700,000 Canadians during a typical third quarter. For the first 9 months of 2025, Florida welcomed nearly 110 million visitors, a slight increase over 2024. Domestic travel was up marginally. Overseas travel rose more than 4%, while Canadian travel fell more than 15%. Tourism officials say ongoing political tensions and trade disputes between U.S. and Canada continue to discourage Canadian travel south, a trend that appears to be continuing into the fourth quarter. Looking ahead, Ron DeSantis has recommended maintaining the million in funding for Visit Florida in the 2026-2027 state budget. Lawmakers are expected to take up that request when the Florida legislative session begins on January 13th. All right, I don't know how they're saying Canadian travel's down because I'm seeing Canadian plates everywhere.
Well, Canadian travel is definitely down.
All right.
I don't know. They're a little upset with us.
Why?
With our leader. But Canadian travel is definitely down. Third quarter didn't feel like it was up at all to us here because we rely on the gas tank visitors. Like most of the people that come here are, within driving range. We don't have like a fly-in community like Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, and Tampa.
Does that have to do with the St. Augustine Airport? Never mind.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just we just have a different type of visitor.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, and you got to be cautious with these numbers because everything revolves around where you're at and whether there's so many factors that come in. If it was a 20% jump, okay, these margins
Tiny.
These margins could be 1 weekend difference that fell in second quarter last year and it fell in third quarter this year.
Right on.
So these are just numbers just to be cautious. We're not hitting the panic button, but that fourth quarter is going to look a lot better.
Okay.
For sure for at least St. Augustine.
Yeah.
I can't speak for those other.
Nights of Lights felt busy.
Yeah.
And the parking garage was definitely still full, in addition to all the external lots.
We'll probably see a drop in first quarter of 26 because of the 2 weeks coming off of the back end of Nights of Lights.
Yeah.
And we got a bump on the front end because the week earlier that hit. So, like I said, you got to be kind of cautious with how you list those numbers.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter is going to feel great. First quarter is going to feel, feel weak. But you got to kind of play it out and look at it as a whole.
Yep. Right on.
So, yeah.
All right. Still in tourism news, a tourist is punched in front of family in random downtown St. Augustine New Year's Eve assault. A 31-year-old man is behind bars after police say he attacked a stranger in downtown St. Augustine on New Year's Eve, then fought with officers during his arrest. According to St. Augustine Police Department, officers were called just before 6 p.m. to the area of West Castillo Drive and San Marco Avenue near Ripley's, believe it or not, following reports of a battery. Witnesses told police a man wearing jeans in a greenish-gray jacket punched another man and ran south toward St. George Street. The victim, a 28-year-old visiting from Savannah, Georgia, said he had been walking with family members when the suspect began following them and making comments. Investigators say the suspect questioned the victim about his family and then accused him of shooting his father, despite the two being complete strangers with no prior interaction. Police say the suspect grabbed the victim by the arm and punched him in the right eye with a closed fist, causing visible swelling and bruising. The victim was evaluated by emergency responders, declined hospital treatment, and later chose to press charges. A bystander was able to photograph the suspect, helping officers identify him as Dakota Lee Houston, a homeless veteran known to police in the downtown area. Officers located Houston a short time later near St. George Street and Cathedral Place. Police say he resisted detention, pulled away from officers, and struck one officer on the side of the head during a takedown attempt. Investigators say Houston continued to resist on the ground, refusing commands and tucking his hands beneath his body before officers were able to secure him. A show-up identification was conducted, and the victim positively identified Houston as the attacker. Police say Houston later admitted confronting the victim, claiming he believed the man was responsible for shooting his father. Houston was booked into the St. Johns County Jail around 7:19 p.m. He faces charges of battery causing bodily harm, a misdemeanor, and resisting an officer with violence, a felony. Jail records show Houston has prior theft-related arrests in St. Johns County from October, as well as a theft conviction in Oregon in 2023.
This is, mental illness amongst the homeless is rampant. And, They don't say in the story if his father ever actually got shot, but I'm assuming that that's fabricated in his mind. And obviously it's fabricated in the mind that this individual did it. But, mental illness is a real a reality that we have to face in our entire community, and we have to face it. I mean, the homeless situation is never going to be fixed until we start really attacking the mental illness side of it. And that's, we try and do that with Home Again in a lot of ways, and try and get them in the right location. But a lot of times what happens is, and I'm not speculating this person has this, but schizophrenia, we get them medicated, get them regulated. They start feeling normal, and then you go, I don't like the way the medicine makes me feel. And they stop
taking the medicine.
And then they relapse. And that's a continual problem that's throughout the entire homeless community. And so sorry that this tourist took the brunt of that mental illness outburst.
Yeah.
But I hope you still had a good time, even though you had a shiner.
Yeah.
And hopefully this gentleman gets the help that he needs to be healthy.
100%. And maybe he's in a better place for that. Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Gate at Mizell Road at $2.69. Sunoco on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.70. Owens on South Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $2.74. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $2.76. Sunoco on South Ponce is $2.76. Shell at 146 King Street is $2.76. Circle K on 207 is $2.76. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevards $2.77. Gate at US 1 North is $2.86. Circle K on US 1 North is also $2.86. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. Richard Kanicki is at Cafe Alcazar at 12:15. Edwin Barbosa is at Bin 39 at 1 o'clock. Brad Edwardson's at Bin 39 at 4 o'clock. Jeremy Weinglass is at Michael's at 6. We've got Damon Slaughter at O.C. White's at 6. And Smoke and Joe Shower is closing out the night at Ann O'Malley's, also 6 o'clock. Early nights this month. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right, tapping into the trends with a good Troy. So I sent you an email that has a picture, Blake. Are you aware that we are in the closing into the final month of proposal season?
Proposal season.
Yes. So 47% of marriage proposals happen from Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day.
Okay.
That's about 3 months, because you've got like the back half of November and the front half of February, and then you've got December and January. So
I don't think Rebecca's watching, so we're going to keep going with this story.
You had a choice. You picked this one.
Yeah. The other one was even worse.
We can always go back.
No, we're staying with this one.
So, in the heart of being in proposal season, I'm just going to give you a cautionary tale. So, a young man, nervous, gets down on his knee at a beautiful location in Michigan, Skybridge, Michigan, which overlooks a ski slope, and fumbles the ring, and it falls through the grate of the Sky Bridge. She turns around. There's video. She turns around. He's on his knee, drops it. Oh, no. That face.
Run. If this is happening, this is karma.
You're saying the universe is trying
He's trying to tell you something,
Stay
dude.
away.
So that poor dude has that experience of, I don't know, what do they say, 3 months rent or whatever supposed to be for the engagement ring.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 months salary. or
I don't
something. I think it's something like
I don't
ridiculous like that.
So that's a lot of money. That is
Yes.
Trevor Van Camp, the man who fumbled the ring
Did she
and
say
dropped it
yes?
through the sky bridge. We've got Danielle Jenkins. I have it on good authority. She did accept the proposal.
Yes.
And the story is funny
Mm-hmm.
because after searching for 2.5 hours, Pat Harper, the night shift snowmaking supervisor at the ski slope, found it. So after
That is
that
so wild.
experience and 2.5 hours of searching, the night snowmaker found the ring. And so all is well. Everyone's made whole. The proposal is accepted, and the ring is where it's supposed to be on Danielle's finger. That video just cracks me up.
It says a lot.
Dude's face.
Should have ran, dude. You had your opportunity. It was like, okay, here he goes. Let's see.
Everyone's excited. It's so festive. Christmas lights. We're very, very happy. You want to try it on? Up.
Oh no.
Oh, it's poor me.
Ugh, just run, dude.
I was wondering how Troy the Cynic was going to react to this
Yeah.
story.
Universe is telling you.
Good gracious. That's Happened to the Trends is brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a customer prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usian Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters.
The good Troy.
The good try. All right. Different proposal on the docket now. Back into the news. Proposed St. Johns County drug treatment clinic stirs controversy with residents. A proposal to open a methadone treatment clinic in West King Street is drawing strong reaction in West Augustine, with some community leaders raising concerns about zoning, neighborhood impact, and compatibility with existing land use rules. The proposal centers on a vacant commercial building at 840 West King Street, where New Season, a Boca Raton-based drug treatment provider, is seeking approval to operate a methadone clinic. The plan gained public attention after Rob Nimmons of the West Augustine Community Redevelopment Agency alerted residents through a Facebook post. Nimmons argues the proposed use conflicts with current zoning and planning rules for the area. According to Nimmons, the property is located within the West Augustine CRA overlay district, which is currently designated for retail and shopping uses only. In his post, Nimmons wrote that the CRA is deeply concerned the facility could be detrimental to a community that has already faces vulnerabilities, noting the presence of elderly residents, children, and limited local resources. County planning records show the applicant is requesting a minor modification to the West King Street Planned Unit Development, or PUD. The change would clarify that a treatment center is considered an allowable general business or commercial use within the development. In their application, the developers argue the clinic fits within the existing zoning language, stating that while the PUD references grocery and retail uses, it also allows general business use, which they say include treatment centers under county code. The paperwork also notes that the operator already runs a similar facility in St. Johns County at 3574 US 1 South, known as Epic Recovery. The proposal is scheduled to be reviewed by the St. Johns County Planning and Zoning Agency on January 15th. In addition, the West Augustine CRA will host a separate community meeting on Monday, January 12th at 7 p.m. at the Solomon Calhoun Center, giving residents a chance to ask questions and voice concerns before the county review. The issue is shaping up as a high-profile debate balancing access to addiction treatment with community planning, zoning rules, and neighborhood impact. What are your thoughts?
All right, so this is a tough one. This place definitely needs to be someplace, and no matter where they're going to go, they're going to have NIMBYs.
Yep.
And NIMBYs is not in my backyard. It sounds like a great program. But hopefully they can work it out. It's not my neighborhood, so these people have every right to voice what they want to voice, and goes in their neighborhood. So I'm not judging that at all.
Yeah.
But being someone who struggled finding places for homeless sinners, I can sympathize with the side that's trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
And they found a location, but I don't know if it's the right fit. If the neighborhood is that much against it, and we'll see what comes out of it from the meeting with the Solomon Calhoun. So I mean, yeah, there should be concerns, but
yeah,
it's not like the meth house. These are people getting healthy.
Yeah, these are people trying to get off of it. This
isn't Walter White and Eisenberg cooking it there. So they're getting healthy. So so hopefully they have a sympathetic heart towards that when they talk through this process.
Yeah, I'd be curious what the success rate of methadone clinics is versus other types of recovery.
Yeah, no, I don't know that. So.
Yeah,
I mean, any addiction's always hard.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we have lane closures ahead. A1A South lane closure begins January 12th near St. Augustine Amphitheater. Starting January 12th, St. Johns County will begin utility construction along A1A South in front of the St. Augustine Amphitheater, resulting in temporary lane closures in the area. County officials say the closure is needed to relocate an existing 12-inch water main and is expected to last 3 to 4 weeks, depending on weather and field conditions. The $500,000 project is designed to support the future installation of a new mast arm for pedestrian crossing signal aimed at improving safety for concert goers and others crossing A1A during large events. In addition to the water main relocation, crews will also complete roadway milling and resurfacing along with sidewalk and curb repairs. County engineers say the work will improve both pedestrian safety and traffic operations in one of the area's busiest corridors. A comprehensive traffic management plan will be in place throughout the construction. Cyclists will be detoured through the neighborhood on west of A1A, directly across from the amphitheater. Pedestrians will still have access along A1A with temporary walkway shifts around the active work zone to maintain safe passage. Temporary traffic control devices and signage will be installed to help maintain traffic flow and ensure public safety. Drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians are urged to use caution, follow posted signs, and allow extra travel time while the construction is underway. Please stay vigilant with this. You're going to have changes in traffic movement, signage. Please do not get distracted on your phone and end up having accidents just because you're not paying attention.
And just so a lot of people don't understand, government construction math. So I'm going to help you with this. 3 to 4 weeks actually means 6 to 8.
No.
So just so we're clear.
Or 6 years if they're repairing a bridge on US 1.
We're not going there. We're giving them the benefit here. We're trying to be kind.
We're trying to be kind. Yeah. It's part of our New Year's resolutions, Amanda.
But this is a crosswalk that needs.
I never agreed to that.
This is a crosswalk that needs to be there for sure. And they still, even if this crosswalk's here during concerts, they're gonna. I'm confident they're gonna have it manned. It's not like they're gonna go, good luck.
Yeah.
So, but it definitely helps that process, like getting some things done, and I think it'll definitely help on Saturday mornings at the farmers market.
Nice.
So
yes.
It's needed.
It is needed.
So just be patient.
Be vigilant and patient.
Patient, because that's what I'm known for.
Do you need the Have Patience song?
Yeah.
Have patience.
Actually, I have great patience with the ones I love.
Uh-huh.
I have a horrible patience with people that are completely unknown and I don't know their story at all. So and I'm working on that. I understand that I have a problem with that, but I'm working on that. So
Right on.
I think I have great patience with the ones I love.
You've always been very patient with me.
Yeah. So
I don't know where I fit on that spectrum, but you've always been very patient.
Blake's looking at me under the monitor.
Drop it in the comments if what he just said is accurate. Sure, how do you want to check those comments today?
I will tear into the commentary like a torrential tornado traveling through the countryside.
All right, that torrential tornado tearing is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering and towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Great group. All right, Troy, give us a couple.
Business of the year.
Business of the year.
All right. Comments. So we didn't really have a gas report, but you and I think Scott was the other one who reported that Buc-ee's and Costco was down to $2.42.
Nice.
So $2.42. A lot of Jimmy Jam talk out there. People talking about getting their tickets. So you guys,
that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great event out there, and it looks like the weather's going to be perfect. As far as Winter Olympics, I think it was Diane who also said curling. Curling. So that's and just thank you, Bobby. He said I nailed it today. Thank you. I needed that boost
after losing it yesterday.
Yeah. I floundered through. I didn't have anything written down. I just kind of rambled on.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a Stardom stat today?
All right. Stardom stat. Tell me if you know this one. Why? You know this one?
It's this. No, I don't.
Blake, do you have any idea?
Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Okay.
Today's the day she got attacked in 1994.
Tanya Harding's innocent.
Tanya Harding's ex-husband talked to his shady friend who hired two other guys. It was supposed to happen someplace else, but it ended up happening in Detroit. And she had to miss the championship. So Tanya Harding was the person who won the U.S. championship. But Nancy got to participate in the Olympics that year. I think she got a bronze.
That's so weird.
And
that's so weird. Why not? You must really have earned it if you're gonna assault something.
Here she is. At this point, she's like the poster child of the U.S. Nancy Kerrigan. Come to find out, she had her own skeletons.
Nancy Kerrigan?
Oh, you didn't hear?
No.
Ooh. You might want to check out why Disney fired her.
Okay. I just remember Tanya Harding was like the pull yourself up by your bootstraps. She grew up in a trailer park and now she's competing in this very elitist sort of sport. And she was like the bad girl of figure skating because she didn't fit the mold. And then...
Well, and Tanya had a career in a different field also. She did a porn.
Later, though.
Yeah.
It was after she was banned from the sport.
Yeah. So, but...
I can't speak to that. Yeah. I have zero experience with Tanya Harding's other work.
Kelly actually confirmed what I was saying about Nancy. She's from her hometown. So. Yeah. But she at the time she was like, all cookies and fairy tales, and then it came out that she really wasn't that.
Of the ice skaters that I've met, they've all been sort of snobby and elitist, so I'm not surprised if she's just a snob.
That doesn't mean I don't love the movie Blades of Glory.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
So don't ruin that for me, Amanda.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Do not ruin it for me.
Yeah. So
you have fun with that.
So real quick about the whole Nancy Kerrigan Disney thing. Was she caught on tape like next to Mickey Mouse saying like, quote, "This is so dumb, I hate it. This is the most corny thing I've ever done," and she was getting $2 million from Disney?
That was one of them, but there was an affair.
She was
that was
just
involved.
a woman before
There was
her
more
time.
involved in that. Yeah.
That
no.
chick that did the live action Snow White movie was like, if I have to wear a Disney princess dress, then I better be paid not only for every second I'm in that dress, but every second people see me in that dress on streaming.
Yeah.
It was like, calm down, sister.
Bobby coming in with the movie quote, "Toe pick,
Toe Pick is a fantastic line. I love Cutting Edge.
toe pick."
Cutting Edge is a fantastic
Yeah.
movie. I just showed my kids Cutting Edge this Christmas season. It's such a good movie. All right. That Stardom Status brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue. Hungry for real Southern barbecue? Head over to Sonny's Barbecue, located at 2720 State Road 16 in St. Augustine. Start off right with crowd favorites like barbecue pork egg rolls, smoked wings, or their crispy corn nuggets. Then dig into their mouth-watering St. Louis ribs or try one of the Pitmasters picks. Don't forget all of the classic sides, including garlic bread, and wash it all down with their signature sweet tea. It's delicious, guys. Sonny's, local Pitmasters since 1968. All right, plugs, Troy.
All right. Coming soon, we'll have Karen Zanders bringing back the show Chronicles. And Kookaburra is going to be sponsoring that show. Local coffee shop here, wonderful people. So we're happy to have Karen on the 904 Now team and Kookaburra joining the 904 Now team. We are still looking for one more sponsor for that show. So either shoot me a text or reach out to me at troy904now@gmail.com.
Yep. Blake, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, so actually later this month I'll be down in Daytona for the Rolex 24. So we'll be bringing special coverage with the 904 Now.
That's a figure skating competition, isn't it?
Yeah.
uh,
A little louder. Toe pick.
He's so annoyed.
yeah, lightly annoyed. But if you're lucky to help sponsor the coverage, or if you want to bring any, or if you want to help support the 904 Now or bring your podcast to our professional studio, you can always contact me at blake904now@gmail.com. That's BLAKE 904NOW@gmail.com.
Awesome. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. We got bollocks tonight. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.